Alien Romulus, directed by Fede Alvarez, written by Fede Alvarez and Rodu Salagis, starring Kelly Spiner and David Johnson. A bunch of other characters that don't matter because I read away. Oh, except Isabel Mercedes. I like her. She cool. Uh, yeah, another Alien movie. No, it's so this takes place between Alien and Aliens, and right off the back you see an asteroid or something come in, then you see another ship going through the wreckage, and one of the wreckage you see Nostromo, and I audibly went no. And it takes the asteroid in, they cut it open, there's a xenomorph. So right off the back, you know that Wayland found the corpse of the xenomorph, which doesn't make sense. And then just fucking starts testing on it. Okay, that could be a movie in its own. I'd be okay with that movie. It'd be dumb, but it'd be something. And it was just so as the plot gets going, you on this shitty slave planet is what it basically is with Rain and Andy, the autistic android, as I call him, played by David Johnson. The only two characters I liked, and Rain, I couldn't remember her name, so I just kept calling her New Ripley. She was good. She's the heart of the movie with Andy. Andy is actually a fun character who gets a fucking arc in the movie. And yeah, as soon as they get to the ship, they find the xenomorph shenanigans happen, and there's a lot of questionable shit that happens that makes me go, meh? Which doesn't make sense, but overall, it is a fine and fun movie. Other shit happens out here and there that just doesn't make sense, and then you get really bad CGI, then you get callbacks, and you get a bunch of other shit, and then quotes that are being thrown out for no reason, and all that shit doesn't make sense. But I notice Ridley Scott and there were 5 other producers. I'm like, oh, okay, so that makes sense. So Ridley Scott wanted to interject a bunch of stuff. That's how it feels. I don't, obviously fucking know if it happened, but there are cool shit in it. Like the xenomorphs are fun. We got CGI now, so you can use their tail a lot more than what they did in the previous ones. And then there's just shit that just, you know, doesn't make sense, but is what it is. So yeah, there's 57 years between Alien and Alien, so this takes place 10 years after. So why are their guns super nice? There's some shit like technology should be worse than what it is in Aliens, right? Because they're building up to it. So in 30 years, their guns got worse. Because in Aliens, they didn't have the target locking, but they did. One could make, it's Wayland Yutani, so maybe it was prototype weapons, but yet the dude knew what it was, so he was training her. Okay, let's just go down the list quick. Android, Rook, it's Ash with real bad CGI, and then he gives the line, odds aren't likely, but yeah, my sympathies. Then they, shut him off, and then there's the whole face hugger thing where in the first one, they're in fucking space on a planet that's super fucking cold and can get super fucking hot. So all of a sudden, the face huggers can sense body heat now. So they have to make shit super cold. Okay, whatever. So then they light the fucking flare and throw it, and all the face huggers go after it, like whatever. And then the scene where he's showing her how to use the gun, like in Aliens with Hicks, and this is everything you need to know about the pulse rifle. And then I guess the biggest one is get away from her, you bitch. That shit was stupid. You clip some of that shit out, then you clip the whole ending out, which went on way too fucking long, which was much like fucking Alien, right? The alien sneaking her around the ship and trying to kill her and shit, and then eventually shoots it out into the vacuum of space. Whatever. And then she leaves a log at the end. I'm the last survivor. And then they show the liquid goo. You inject it, the Prometheus, one could say. It heals you, then it kills you. It didn't heal her, it just affected her baby. doesn't make sense, but whatever. Uh, 2 out of 5.